The Vibe, Houston's culture. Mornings with Rob G, the General. Sitting here. I don't know how to properly describe you other than legend. I know you want to be normal, Face. I know you want to be normal. I know that's your thing. I just want to be normal. Just want to go to Home Depot and H-E-B.
I do.
And just walk around freely. I know that.
In my golf shoes.
And you go
Yeah.
do a little golfing in the morning.
Why not?
Little DJing at night.
Why not?
I know you just want to be normal.
That's it, man. Smoke a cigar too. Yeah.
Unfortunately, your past has not allowed you to do that, man. You've put yourself in legendary status, dog. Everybody don't get called to do the 50th anniversary of hip hop and celebration. Everybody don't get that call.
It so don't.
Snoop Dogg wasn't there. Ice Cube wasn't there. Face was there. Face was there. I'm just saying. So normal for you is gonna be hard.
Well, what, you want me to say something to that? Hey, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg were probably busy. You know,
really
I'm sure.
Too busy to celebrate the 50.
I mean, I can't speak for nobody
Right.
but for Brad. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I know Brad was there.
All right. So when Brad got the call,
Yeah.
who put the call in to you?
Questlove actually called.
Okay.
And somebody told me that Quest was looking for me.
Okay.
And I was like, all good. So they wanted me to, and then I, from there it just went from handler to handler. What I mean by handler to handler is like the people that handle my stuff.
The people that handle the
started talking to people that handle his stuff.
Right.
So I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what song I was doing. I don't know what I was doing on the 50th anniversary of hip hop, but I'm extremely happy that I was a part of that, and I'm extremely happy that people would even consider my name, to even be in the 50 years, of hip hop, because I'm from Houston, bro.
Right.
And I got that call. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not from New York or California. You know what I mean? But I got the call, man. And getting that call makes me even more so realize that what I have done in music, in the music hip hop genre, is worthy of remembering.
Right.
Like, it's memorable.
Yeah.
Like, I've had some memorable moments in hip hop.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of artists have had memorable moments in hip hop, and those people got calls, whether they were able to make it or not. They probably still got the call, man. And I'm glad that I was there to hear my phone ring, because I'm glad to do that one.
I mean, you growing up a fan of hip hop. I know there's probably never a time where you envisioned you being on stage with Grandmaster Flash and Run DMC, just Run DMC and Rakim.
No. You have no idea. I'm in the green room, or the family room is what they call it, with everybody. Flav, Chuck, Ice-T, Paz de Noose, the Queen.
Yeah.
I'm in there with Run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then LL walk in. So to see Run, and then LL walk in, then see DMC, Chuck D, Rakim. You just gotta say, you know what, man? I don't know if anybody ever said this to y'all, man, but thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Y'all open the door. Let me even scratch opening the door. It ain't even about them opening the door. They created, along with Kool Herc, and I'm just talking about New York in general now.
Yeah.
They created a genre of music that's life expectancy wasn't to be but 2 or 3 years. It was a fad.
Yeah.
it was gonna go out with breakdancing, you know. But 50 years later, you looking at it like this fad turned into a worldwide culture.
The number of lives that have been impacted by it, and and I'll tell you a quick story. I think it was 2007. There was something like that. You remember M-Bar downtown?
I do.
There was a like some DJ summit there, and Kool Herc was there.
Wow.
He was in the building.
Huge.
And he was just in the cut. Now, for those who don't know, Kool Herc is the one that we credit who started all this at a birthday party for his sister Cindy, 1520 Cedric Avenue in the little break room. That's known as the birth of hip hop. When Kool Herc threw this back to school party, but he was there and just kind of chilling, and almost no one knew who he was, and it kind of struck me because I'm like, everybody here
is here
because of him,
because of you,
right, and
somebody should have said that.
History, I think the history gets lost.
Somebody should have said that.
Yeah.
Somebody should have the decency and the respect, not for Kool Herc, but for themselves.
Yeah.
To acknowledge the fact that this is the man, and this man is the reason why you here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had it not been for that man right there, you would probably be at Walmart sacking groceries.
Welcome to Whataburger. Would you like a number 3?
All right. I'm just saying, bro. Had it not been for hip hop, I know for a fact I would have been working at a movie theater or a Burger King or stocking some aisles or something.
Right.
I'm not going to even go to the other stuff I could have been doing. But hip hop saved my life, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like Kool Herc should be he should be compensated.
More than anything else.
I think that hip hop doesn't owe hip hop a museum. I think hip hop owes Kool Herc
compensation.
Okay.
Much like the NFL
Scratch the
play.
museum.
Yeah.
G. Scratch that. Put some of that money aside for insurance. Healthcare, life insurance, that kind of stuff for hip hop, and give the rest to Kool Herc, because nobody has broke bread with Kool Herc,
and nobody has any of this stuff. There's no hip hop billionaires. There's no like I said, so many people's lives have been changed and impacted because of it. And I think about when I first bought my house. And my dad came down, and my dad, when I first bought my first set of turntables, I'm back there playing Houdini and Run DMC and stuff like that. And my dad what you doing with all this boonky boom music?
That's what it was called.
All this boonky boom music. And I'll never forget the first time my dad came to the house, and I put my arm around him, and I said, "This is the house that boonky boom music made, baby."
That's it.
This is all because of, but then, like you said, you peel the layers back. It's all because of Kool Herc, man, and we owe him a most sincere debt of gratitude for everything that he, all the doors that he opened up. All the record labels. There's all your favorite rappers are birthed from him. All your favorite DJs are birthed from him. All your favorite MCs are birthed from Kool Herc. So
yeah.
That's the rant.
That's the rant. And that rant should not go unheard. To be in that room with those artists, and I really honestly think that Kool Herc should have been in that room too. Should
have been on that stage in some way.
He should have been somewhere around that. And I would have gave my seat up for him to have it.
Yeah.
Because he's the sole reason why we are in the situations that we're in when it comes to the music, to the hip hop.
Given that I know, like say, you're such a fan.
And who invented the word? I'm sorry to cut you off, and who invented the word
hip hop?
Exactly.
I think the story behind that was I've heard two stories. So one of them
I'm gonna
is
find out the real one.
I've heard two. One of them is one of the guys in the Herculoids, that was Kool Herc's MCs, was going to the Army. And so they were doing a back to school jam, and they were doing some rhyme, and he said, "Oh man, you're gonna be going, you're gonna be doing the marching, a left, a right, a hip, a hop, a hippity, hippity." And so that's one story that I heard. And then the other story that I've heard is when the B-boys would come to the parties. You know, back in the day, you had to be dressed up, you know, all the time. You know, you had to be, had your shoes and had your gear on, and they would come in, you know, coming in their Adidas and whatever else, and they say you can't come in there with all that hippity hop, you know, just like my dad would call it boom boom music. Right. You can't come in here with all that hippity hop clothes. Okay. So that's the two I've heard. Now, which one, you know, we had to get
I'm gonna find out where it came from, and I'll probably put in a call to Kool Herc. I might even call Mo D.
You know he would know.
Yo.
Yeah, Mo D would know.
Let's try to call Mo D.
You want to call Mo D right now?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Hold up. Kool Mo D is...
If he answers the phone. Normally he does.
We'll
Maybe
see.
too early though.
What time is it? 11 in New York. Oh, is he in Atlanta now?
I don't know.
Is he in Atlanta now? I know he was there for a while.
When I seen Mo D, he was in Harlem.
Oh, okay. Do you ever feel like an outsider?
Never. Okay, when he called me back, we'll get him on.
Uh-huh.
I never feel like an outsider in this.
Okay.
I don't care where you're from.
Yeah.
I'm just as witty, and I'm just as competition ready and confrontational friendly. You know, like you don't scare me. I don't care how good you think you are.
Right.
I'm gonna guarantee you I'm better.
Well, I guess he's put us to the place why we're here in the first place.
Go.
There we go. Let's get that.
No. Yeah, go ahead.
The Astros Foundation Cactus Jack HBCU Classic being held Minute Maid Park next weekend, 17th through the 19th.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
How did you get involved with this?
I'm just glad to be a part of it, man. You know, I work with the foundation.
Astros Foundation?
Astros Foundation. Also an ambassador for the Astros. And I kind of do whatever the Astros need me to do.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm a part of this, because I'm a part of the Astros. Like, for real. Like, if they need me to be in London, England at 10:30, I'm on the plane.
Gone.
Like, it's got to be like that. I'm glad to be a part of it, though, because believe it or not, Travis Scott has contributed so much to this.
Right.
You know, he put his money where his mouth was also.
Right.
The Cactus Jack Foundation has opened it up, and we have 6 HBCU teams playing baseball in an actual baseball stadium, professional baseball stadium.
That's dope. So we got Grambling State, Mississippi Valley, Jackson State, Prairie View, Texas Southern, Southern University. That is dope.
Yeah.
That is dope.
You got some stuff for kids going into the high school, and Travis got a softball game that I'm supposed to coach in.
Okay.
And you know that we get the new Travis Scotts in the baseball lot. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You got some new
Bro, I'm getting some new Travis Scott tennis shoes, and I wear golf shoes. So I'm on the golf course at Mr. Crane's golf course in Florida. And Reggie Jackson has a Reggie Jackson Foundation tournament, and it's everybody there.
Didn't you just post a picture from there? Who you were down there? There was some picture you posted, I feel like.
You see these shoes, man?
Yeah.
These are golf shoes.
What?
Yeah. It says golf. Air Golf.
Air Golf.
You know Air Jordan?
Yeah.
This is his golf shoe.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right? But I was down there with Reggie, and Travis Scott and I were talking, and Travis is coming out with a golf shoe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know, it's time for us to get more African-American children into baseball and golf.
Man, you know, my father-in-law has been preaching that for my son.
Have to.
We stuck on basketball and football.
Huh.
Nothing wrong with those things.
No,
but
it's not, but
expand your horizon.
I would.
Expand
and Tom Brady played until he was 45, but I guarantee you, I don't wish this on nobody, but I know he's been hit.
Right.
You know, he's been hit.
Yeah.
That CTE or whatever, that's real, man.
Right.
I got friends that go to Walmart and buy stuff and spend $1,000 and leave and make it all the way home before they realize they done forgot their stuff. Like, it's real, bro.
It opens up to a different whole
It does,
whole world. The whole
Yeah,
world.
it's a whole nother world, man. And
You wish you'd have picked it up sooner?
I'm 16 years deep.
Oh, really?
And I mean, if I would have picked it up sooner, it's better now.
Okay.
Golf is way better now. I appreciate it more now than I did when I was in my 30s when I first learned to play.
Mm-hmm.
But I would advise everybody with children and children, period, to just get into playing golf. Learn to play the game because it's a game that you can play forever.
Right.
It's the best game you'll never learn to play.
What's the other one I heard? It's a good walk spoiled.
It's a good walk spoiled.
It's a good walk.
It's
spoiled.
a game of a lot of good misses. You know.
Who first introduced you?
My daughter.
Really?
Yeah, she could hit the golf ball and I couldn't.
Oh, really?
She took me to the golf course and she kicked my butt. She can't kick my butt no more. But that, you know, like I said, man, I'm very competitive, bro. And you know, I know that's my kid. She was 14 years old and whooped
Really?
like a redhead stepchild.
So you paying for these lessons that got you a butt kicking?
Yeah, for sure. But now I'm paying for lessons that I kick butt. I'm going to kick some butt when I leave here.
I know
for
it's
sure.
doing that. Well, this is going to be good, man. I mean, it's dope to see brothers out here playing baseball. And so it's 9 games over 3 days, starting up on Friday, February 17th. So you got to have PV versus Grambling, or TSU taking on Mississippi Valley State, and then Southern versus Jackson State on Friday.
Yep.
Does PV play Texas Southern? Yeah, that's on Saturday.
That's going to go off.
Ooh.
That's going to super go off.
Ooh, that is. Ooh.
Yeah.
So it's basically rivalry day. So on Saturday at 11 o'clock, you got Mississippi Valley State taking on Jackson State. So there's your whole rival. Then 3 o'clock, you got Southern taking on Grambling. So Battle of Louisiana right there. And then the Battle of Texas, PV texting PV and TSU Saturday at 7 o'clock, all at Minute Maid Park. You can get your tickets, Astros.com/HBCU-Classic. The ambassador.
I'm going to try. I'm going to find out if we can buy at the box office.
Okay.
Huh. That may be a better. That may be easier
For people to just come up, walk up.
Yeah, for the walk ups. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that call. Give me 2 seconds.
All right. They got vendor booths and company sponsorship opportunities, some ticket packages and suites available. It's gonna be a gospel breakfast, high school student college fair. They got a lot. There's a whole lot going on here. It's a whole lot going on. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 17th through the 19th. We need to get more people involved, man. I just love baseball, man.
I love baseball too, man.
Yeah.
And we really have to get more black kids involved in baseball. Hey, is that box office selling tickets also? No, we don't. Everything's online. Okay, I gotta talk to you about that. I'll call you back. All right. Okay, bro.
So tickets are only available online right now. For right now, it's not ideal, but Astros.com HBCU Classic. It is.
I look forward to being a part of it. It's gonna be huge.
All right. My man, the legend, just wants to be normal.
The man, the myth, that's just normal people, man. Hey, man, it's good to see you, bro.
It's good to see you,
and
man.
thank you for teaching me how to work the machine that I have to teach me how to DJ. I got to still come back for my classes. So
Yeah.
little do the public know, but the general is teaching me to DJ at his house. He's opened his house to me. I met his dogs. They hate me. Well, at least one of them.
One of them wasn't too friendly. Yeah.
But I learned a lot, and he introduced me to stems, and he never should have did that. But man, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you just being open to learn. Well, reaching out. You know, you just reached out. You know, it just speaks a lot about you. Like, you know, let me tell you something. I know what it was like for you being in that room, being with those artists and about to hit the stage with them, because, you know, I've been in green rooms, not about to perform, but, you know, introducing them. And there's part of me that I will always be a fan of hip hop, and remember when I was on the other side of it, and I wasn't necessarily in it. And so when we were looking at the hip hop 50, when we were looking at the performance, I was, you know, my goddaughter and I were looking at the show, and she sees you on stage. She's like, wait a minute. That's the one that was over here eating Mickey's with us. I was like,
I forgot you brought me lunch too, man. Thank you, bro.
It's all good, man.
Thank you, man. I left that part of it out, man. I had lunch. Learned to work the machine. I forgot now, but you know, life happens, and we'll be in it again.
Yeah. But no, man, I just think, like you said, man, you've always been super cool, super humble, super gracious, and I really hope more than anything else that you get that normal, that you so desire.
Yeah, I'm heading that way.
Yeah.
I'm heading that way. And like I say before I get out of here, man, I had the opportunity to thank all of the, most of my heroes.
Yeah.
You know, most of my heroes in hip hop. You know, they got me to where I wanted to do it, and to where I wanted to do it to the capacity of being strong with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that got into it, but a lot of people wasn't strong with it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I got in it, and I got in to be strong. I got in it to be able to. It's bad to say compete or be competitive,
but that's what hip hop was built on.
That's what it is, though.
Yeah.
And it was to be competitive in case anyone of them wanted to battle me.
Yeah.
Or if anyone of them wanted to do a record with me. When it turned into the money part, it wasn't about battling. It wasn't about freestyle. It was about pay style.
Mm.
All right. So I wanted to make sure that my skills were polished enough to if LL Cool J called me to do a record, I would be in that not on the same page as LL, but in the same book.
Right.
You know. And if I had to do a record with Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, I wouldn't be on the same page as them, but I'd be in the same book.
You've done that.
And a lot of people ain't even in the same
library. They ain't even saying library. They book
atmosphere. They're gone.
Atmosphere. No, man.
Yeah, but I just wanted to let everybody that's in ears reach that I appreciate them. I am nothing without them, and I thank KTSU Kids Jam for playing hip hop first.
Mm.
You know, they dedicated 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Was it 10 to 12 or 10 to 2?
I wasn't here. I only heard about it. I heard about, you know, Lester Scarface and
it may have been,
and Walter D.
It may have been 10 to 2.
I'll call Pace.
Call Pace, but thanks to TSU for really putting hip hop on that platform. They gave us some ground to stand on in Houston. They were the only ones that accepted hip hop.
Mm.
You know, they was the only one that played Scarface in Houston first. They played it first at TSU.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it happened here.
At TSU.
Yeah.
I think Kids Jam might have been. I don't even think it was a Kids Jam when the Ghetto Boys that I was in came out.
Wow.
But thanks to Kids Jam for putting hip hop, giving it a platform before the other radio stations did. What do you call radio station that's not college?
Commercial.
Well, them.
Yeah.
This
Commercial
is
radio.
college.
Yeah.
This is college radio, and TSU gave us a platform, gave us a ground to stand on, when commercial radio wouldn't.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's strong.
Yeah,
That's strong.
So just know that TSU can get it all from me. Whatever TSU need from me, I'm only a phone call away.
And he ain't lying.
I can't say that for everybody else.
Brother Mob, appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, man. Thanks for coming by. Survive.